This project is truly an exciting project. The Canadian Army Newsreels available now on DVD and presented to you this evening, a selection of them on the big screen. Some of these were shown in this very theatre during World War II, and it really is like history repeating itself.
The Canadian Army Newsreel, celebrating its second anniversary of service, speeds up production to a weekly schedule. Sergeant cameramen of the Canadian Army Film Unit shoot the stories for its production.
Those that were involved in the Canadian Film and Photo Unit were soldiers first. They brought their cameras and their guns into battle, and they were in harm's way. They were recording history as it happened. In 1941, they started filming training exercises, and in 1943, they were able to go into battle. And they showed footage from the landing craft. They showed footage from the front lines. They showed footage from the ceremonies where decorations were presented to the soldiers. They showed things that were going on the home front as well. So these were men and women that were involved in what was going on in the war effort. And you have to remember that these guys were not just, going off to cover a news event. They were carrying their packs, as every other soldier did. They were carrying their guns. Then they had to carry all the equipment needed for the camera.
When you see the cameras, the Bell and Howell IMOs that they used, I mean, they were like little tanks with lenses. They had to use 100-foot rolls of 35mm nitrate, which is a flammable motion picture film stock. And to imagine that they had to carry this around with a large wooden tripod with their rolls of film, with their lenses, through the front lines with the troops, set up for a shot. A lot of pressure. I can't imagine being shot at and having to keep cool while I framed a shot.
A commanding hilltop made an excellent observation point from which to direct the fire, and also for Sergeant Cameraman Jimmy Campbell to do a little shooting on his own.
Their mandate was to record Canadians overseas, and this collection of material is a complete record of Canadian forces during World War II.
And these newsreels are the human side of war. And for Canadians to have that opportunity to see it, for me, is thrilling, because I know a lot about what went on in World War II. I've had the opportunity to know our veterans growing up, but not everyone has had that chance. Not everyone gets to see some of the behind-the-scenes efforts that have gone on. And so to be here and seeing them presented for the first time to this generation is really a monumental experience, and I'm very proud to be a part of that. And the War Amps is honored to be able to bring this to Canadians.